I'm going to make sure everything is all working. I don't think it is. It wasn't working when we started last time. Oh, now I see it. Okay, it is working. All right, cool. All right, audio's good. Everything you set up. I think we can begin. What is good to games? Troy, SUIT, how we doing, fellas? We've got weeks 6 and 7 today. I assume the vote didn't really change for both games. You guys picked the right choices, I would say. Although our game with the Chargers is pretty fun too. But the two games we're watching today, I would say, are potentially even better. Can we start the stream by timing out the games? That might not be the worst idea. So before we start, I apologize, but we haven't streamed in like a week. I've been busy with stuff. I'll be busy again this week because it's draft week and I have content to do on the second channel. But hopefully we'll get at least one more stream in before the draft itself on Thursday. So that is the plan. New trade. Okay, I'll put that in real quick. And I have to do both teams' depth charts as well because, you know, Madden's not nice. Although I don't think Minnesota has like an official depth chart, so I guess I only have to do one. So that makes my life a little easier. Is yours fixed? Yours should be fixed. Hopefully. Because you never know this game. Jay Gruden. Both of the Grudens coach the bye week. Okay, I'm just going to fix up Orlando's depth chart, and then we'll be good to go. With the Cowboys and the Lions in Week 6. Both teams are 4-1, so that should be a fun one if I can get this to work. While we wait here, how's everybody's day going? Mine's pretty good. It appears he does not have a starting right end. On his depth chart, it just goes right to right end too. I assume that's a typo. Oh no, Zach Allen's right end one. I can't see apparently. I got right end one and then the rush defensive tackle mixed up. Silly me. All right, we're almost done here. Kurt's not here? I guess he's not here. Am I blind? Oh, there's CJ Mosley. I was like, where the hell is he? Okay, I think slot corner is the last one, and then we are good. Perfect. All right. Now we can get started, finally. Siri, give me a whole number between 12 and 13.
I found this on the web.
That's not what I want, Siri. Give me a number between 12 and 13.
The answer is 12.
12. Karl Malone's two favorite numbers. All right, who's the road team? Detroit is, so we will use her them. Regular whites. Jerry Jones' favorite jerseys. Over-under for OFL Week 6 is brought to you by your official partners at DraftKings, earning you money and our players' suspensions. Yeah, that's kind of a sore subject for me right now. Okay, he wants the whites. I assume these pants count as the whites. I mean, they're regular, but these are whiter. And then for Detroit, let's just... Oh, they had their home jersey because Dallas wears white. I'm stupid. Yeah, I guess the home ones are fine, unless you guys would rather them wear the aways, which I prefer with the blue pants, personally. How about we also got gray. We can do the blank helmets. We can do the black ones, which is like 2000 somewhere. Yeah. Or we can do like the Barry Sanders ones. Red? Dallas has red in here? Don't they have like the red like alternate helmet or something? Or not the helmet, but like don't they have like a helmet with a red stripe? Yeah, that one. Although I'm just saying the color rushes are a good choice. Regular home blue pants. Blue. Okay. Let's see if I can find those. I mean, would you count these to be blue? They're like a tealish kind of. I don't know if I'd call them blue, but they're the bluest pants they have. So, I guess so. I see one vote for black. I see two vote for black. Yeah, we can do black. Which is 2000s. That's not the right one. It's because it's glitched. It is the right one. There we go. It's not really like a true blue, though. It's like a tealish. When I see blue, I don't think of that. That's like a dirty blue. So I guess it kind of is, but like... When I see blue, that's not what I think of. Are the Lions for real? They're 4-1 in Sim with their new quarterback, Caleb Williams. Things seem to be going well over there as they face off against the Dallas Cowboys, who started last year off pretty rough. Last year they ended off strong, and they've carried that over to this year with a record of 4-1 as well. Winner is winning it all. I don't think that's how it works, bud. But okay. The Lions will start the ball. We'll get a look at Caleb Williams, the number 1 draft pick out of USC. They've got some good players on offense as well. Why did they like go so slow for like a split second? If I lose to Quinn Ewers, I retire and MP takes over. Get your parlays in, kids. Okay, Caleb Williams, I'm going to go under. Nick Chubb, I'm going to go under also. Joe Burrow, I'm going to say... I feel like one's a good number. I don't think he's going to throw more, so I'll say under. OFL young boy, I'll go under again. And then TJ Watt, I'm going to say over. That's your winning parlay, kids. Under, over. You just copied mine. Welcome to the club. OFL's betting now. Yeah, we're turning into the NFL. Where we, push our betting agendas out, but if a player makes a bet on anything, then we ridicule them and we treat them worse than somebody who hit a woman. So now we get to see the Dallas offense featuring Joe Burrow and Nick Chubb, the dynamic duo out of the backfield. Burrow's taken a little bit to get going, but I think he's gotten going now. I know the numbers aren't the prettiest, but he has played well over the last few weeks. Can't bet. Don't want to get suspended. I don't blame you. I feel like maybe my team shouldn't be betting for, obvious reasons. Yeah, I was saying yesterday, J-Lo kind of fits the criminal description. Not that what he did was a crime, but to the NFL, it's illegal. So he kind of fits the bill. And then his counterpart, T. Higgins, again, not a criminal, but he kind of almost killed DeMar Hamlin. So, was it on purpose? No, but, he did it. I don't think I want anyone to win this game. It'll end in a tie just for you. What's good, Pokemon? What's good, Vatchan? How you doing, my friend? In Week 7, we're going to watch Vatchan's Titans. The Titans have been pretty good this year. They have either 3 or 4 wins. They've been pretty strong. So the Cowboys get nothing. To the NFL, it's a war crime. Hold on, now the message isn't showing up. I read the first half of it, and then it was gone. To the NFL, it's a war crime worth up to execution if you bet. I get it if you're betting on, the NFL, especially if it's a game that you're playing in. And we don't know exactly what C.J. Moore and Quintez Cephas bet on. Although Quintez Cephas has not played a meaningful snap of football in, 2 years. So, let's be real. I don't think his doings are going to change anything. And then C.J. Moore, he didn't play defense. He was just a special teamer. He was our fake punt guy, and he was pretty good at that. So I don't think either of them really affected games with their performances. But I still, I get you can't bet on that league, but it's stupid that they're preventing players from betting on other things in the team facility. That's stupid, but whatever. Politicians can buy and trade stocks, exactly. If that's the case, then players betting on the league they're in doesn't seem unreasonable. And players betting on other things is definitely not unreasonable. You care about Cephas. Well, hopefully the Cardinals pick him up on waivers just so you can be appeased. Although he wouldn't play for a year. And then his contract would be up. So, do what you will with that. Wow, what's this channel? We're watching your Dallas Cowboys, Joe. I'll play better if you give me some beer. I'm sure that'll make your accuracy better. The beer makes me hungry like a bear. Okay. That's interesting. NFL players doing murder, 3 games. NFL players betting death. That about sums it up. Why are they not snapping the ball? What are they doing? Why are they not snapping the ball? Are they just not going to... Caleb Williams is just standing there. And they'll get the delay game. What were they trying to do? What was that? Okay, well now it's 3rd and 15 after whatever that was. Caleb's controller just broke. Rookie mistake, am I right? And they get about 9. It would have been 4th and 1. I guess I would have still punted anyway. Caleb contemplating if he should keep playing. He's like, I see TJ Watt and David Ajabo on the other side. I don't really want to have to deal with that. So, peace out. Ride on our backs and submit to our will. Okay. All right. Simcast, it's over. Cowboys will win it all after they beat us by 80 in the OFL. Well, that sounds about right. Bring back Joe Dag. Poor Joe. It's my time to throw the ball, and that beer will make me as hot as... Whoa! I don't know about that one, Chief, but okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, how scared should teams be of my D-line? Probably like a 9. It would be an 11, but Stetson Bennett, I know he's not a defensive lineman, but he's a very unintimidating guy. Joe Burrow texting while playing. What a dog. This O-line stinks. This is why you invest in your offensive line, kids. Everything I've ever said about the offensive line was a lie. Is Clowney where he should be? Yeah. So he should be playing. Dallas is moving it. They're moving it slowly, but they are moving it. Last stream, weren't teams like allergic to scoring touchdowns or something? Did we time out the games? I don't think so. I didn't. Hector, you're in an age demographic. Hit them up. It seems like they're both consenting. I don't know about both consenting adults, but they're both consenting. Which, if they're not adults, means nothing, but... I don't think either of them really care about that. So Dallas now has it up to 7. They are close to scoring here. They've ran the ball once today. This is like Dallas from the beginning of last year all over again. They just didn't run the ball. What's good, MP? Welcome in. As Joe Burrow gets clobbered. Why don't they run the ball? And Penei Sewell's hurt. The one good offensive lineman they have. Yikes. Dallas is going nice. Sitting in the hot range eating. It doesn't look like you're in the hot range eating Texas steak. It looks like you just handed it off to Nick Chubb for a touchdown. They actually ran the ball. And it worked. Shocker, I know. Offensive Player of the Year candidate from a year ago. That's like something I never stood, but like who would go to jail in that scenario? Well, obviously the adult would. I don't think the minor would get like that punished, but like I don't know, they better get something. But obviously the adult would be in a lot of trouble for obvious reasons. Hopefully Chris Hansen busted open their door, and hopefully there's no more busting going on in there, or else that would be bad. But they're both minors. Well, the saying I learned is if the grades don't touch, neither do you. So just go along with that. What's Watson's rating at running back? I can't imagine it's that good. It might not be horrible. Like, it might be in the 60s or something. Maybe even in the 70s at the highest. But I can't imagine it'd be, like, that good. Can I put you on with one of my friends? Considering you're like a child, I'm going to say no. We know Deshaun Watson has that getting away from the cop speed. Look at Caleb Williams go. Nice move. As David Ajabo is hurt now. So Dallas has gotten kind of hit by the injury bugs here in the opening quarter plus 7 seconds. Who is the worst player in OFL history? That is a good question. Who's the worst? What was the defensive tackle's name last year who was, like, kind of bad? He could be a candidate. I forget his name. Fields. Fields is a good one. Playoff AJ Terrell is probably the answer. Omni Ass Blaster was, like, kind of good, though. McNutt. That's what I was talking about. Bo Perino, McNutt. It could be a quarterback. Colbert had X Factor from 21. Cocky Butt Cannon might find himself in terms of ratings, like, in consideration, but he's actually, like, kind of good. So, probably not him. Zach Wilson's a good candidate. He's been awful this year, although he hasn't played this season. But last year he was terrible. CEO of Sex with his 45 overall, that would work. Hector on the Tigers didn't play, so, like, does he count? Xavier sorry because he doesn't get to play. Well, he should be now, I would hope. Josh Allen in the OFL 20 playoffs is also a good one. He was terrible in that game. As TJ Watt, was that a sack? I only looked at the end of the play. That was a sack. If you bet the over, you're looking good. I'm just saying, all of my bets are projected to hit. So, somebody else got hurt there. Who was that? Let me check back on the stream. It was Deion Dawkins for Detroit, I would assume. I would hope Deion Dawkins isn't playing field goal defense. Mac Jones' awareness in the playoffs, that's a good one as well. And Lorenzo Carter just decided he's the coach now. I'm the captain now. I make the decisions. If I want to play, I'm playing. He's a player coach. He's like Bill Russell. As Kirby Joseph is hurt. No, not Kerbo. Why? Of all the people, why does it have to be Kirby? Poor guy. And now Jeffrey Simmons is hurt. Jesus Christ. Someone, I think, asked how many injuries there were going to be before the game. I don't remember who. But here's your answer. A lot. Who's going to get hurt next? Joe Burrow? Finally, a play without an injury. Aaron Rodgers' father is indeed injured. That's the only family member that Aaron Rodgers has had any connection with within the last year. At least. Fourth and 1 at the 48. I would probably go for it. Although I don't blame them just trying to be conservative and punt it. I get it. You're not past the 50. We still 5 minutes left in the second quarter. And you get a what a punt. Down at the 8. What was the best performance in OFL playoffs? I mean, the one off the top of my head is Josh Allen going perfect. Which, didn't he do that twice? Although neither of those were in, like, super big games. I feel like it has to be, like, an OFL Bowl performer. Which, off the top of my head, who could it be? Who would, like, the greatest OFL Bowl performance? Max Crosby against Juma Udoga is a good one. How many sacks did he have in that game? Like 6? Nice hands, dope. How did he not catch that? Ravens Shamrocks AFC Championship game was definitely one of the best. Yeah, so probably Mahomes or Allen in the Wizards Chiefs battle, or maybe one of the quarterbacks in that game, Lamar or Dan. Can't really go wrong with any of those choices. I feel like at least one person's had like 7 passing touchdowns in a playoff game, one of those guys. The funniest game in OFL 22 might have been the Shamrocks and Huskies. That ending was hilarious with the Jamison Crowder Hail Mary. That was a classic. Didn't the Huskies have another Hail Mary against like London or something, like late in a regular season once? I think it might have been the year that the Huskies were really good. The Keenan Allen catch, of course, is also a classic in the OFL Bowl with the Seahawks against... Who would it have been against? That was the second one they won. I don't even remember who they played against. Huh. Who would it have been? Why is Benny Snell turning into Derrick Henry? I don't know. That's a good question. Hector, watch game Mike Evans has always been a different breed. Really, since at least like OFL 20. That guy is just different. They go for the screen, and it works again. The screens are like kind of working. We're witnessing history today, guys. We're having halfback screens work. Tyreek Stevenson with the sack. Future first-round pick. You heard it here. Cowboys running the patented 2020 New York Giants cover 0 people defense. Detroit is in field goal range. And they get another short first down. During the break, I just broken into a Texas steakhouse. And I punched a hobo. Okay. If you hop on a mock draft with me, I chop my ball sack off and feed it to myself live. Do you guys think I should do that? Would it be worth it to see that? That would be cinema television, I can't lie. Aaron Donald, Will Anderson, Montez Sweat, Savell Smalls. That's pretty good. Was it as good as when I had Myles Garrett and Khalil Mack last year? Or in 21? I feel like I've had Khalil Mack at least 3 times. And I've definitely had Myles Garrett at least 3 times, too. Who else was on my defensive line in 21? I think I had Bradley Chubb at the end. And then 20 is the year where I had like a bazillion guys, but I didn't have Myles Garrett. I think this is the first year that I don't have Garrett or Khalil Mack on my team. Now that I say it. Third and goal. There's 16 seconds left on the clock. Dallas probably is not going to have enough time to score. So this might be it for the first half, and the Lions are going to take the lead. A touchdown for Zay Flowers. So Detroit finds the end zone. They're now ahead 10-7 with a 2-minute drill from Caleb Williams. Unless Dallas gets a Hail Mary here, but we know Nick isn't going to be able to do that. Who started with the ball? I think Detroit did, right? I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was them. Is Dallas not going to run the ball? Oh, no, they are. Okay. I was going to say, are they actually going to be aggressive? Yes, they called a timeout. We're actually going to get a Hail Mary. We've not had one work in OFL 23 so far as I can think of. But we're going to get one here. I don't think Joe Burrow's got the arm strength to make it there. Oh, not even close. He's just going for the sidelines. All right, that'll wrap up what has been... It's been a first half. It's been a weird one. Detroit leads 10-7. It's been a pretty good game so far. It's been a weird game. I've done 10 watch games on my sliders, and I've seen like one interception. Yeah, we might want to move those up. I feel like that ever since OFL 22 started, all we've done with the interception sliders is just move them up and up and up, and they still don't work. It's so weird. But, yeah, we might want to try that again. Because it feels like there's rarely interceptions. Bro did his best Jalen Hurts at the end of the Super Bowl tribute. Trayvon Diggs is the exception. He does have quite a few in watch games. But Trayvon Diggs don't grow on trees, unfortunately. If your halfback is Nick Chubb, you should probably consider running the football. That would be a good idea. But here's the thing. I think Dallas's offensive coordinator is Mike Leach. So because of that, he is not going to do that. Except for this play. 6 carries, 34 yards is efficient, too. That's close to 6 yards a pop. So it's not like Nick Chubb's playing poorly. Hector Gonal Gaming. I don't know how I feel about that. Doesn't my team have, like, 0 turnovers? Yeah, on defense, we have 0 takeaways through 5 weeks. And we have 4 wins. I don't know how it makes any sense. What the hell was that play? What were they trying to do? So they go for the screen, and the blockers just don't block. What were those blockers doing? They were like 3 yards beyond the first down marker, and they still let the receiver lose 3. How does that happen? It wasn't even that bad of a play call. It was just a horrible execution by the 3 blockers. Like, if he had a room, he could have done something. So Detroit will get the ball back with the lead. Game's over. He's trying to do it to games. I don't know if it works with anybody other than him. Ezekiel Elliott does a better job of blocking defensive tackles. Yeah, maybe Zeke should play center more. That's where his last play with Dallas was. Is anyone going to sign him? I mean, he's not good, so I get it. Why'd you make Caleb so fast? I don't know. You kind of did this to yourself. You should have just made the whole draft class horrible. Since you didn't have your picks. That way, everybody else suffers and you don't. My neo-fascist mom is making me wipe. Wipe what? I don't want to assume what's in my head, so I'm gonna ask. Okay? Don't assume, kids. Can Nick do his own selection since he made the draft class? Well, Nick hasn't been picking over the last 2 years. He's just let the CPU do it. Make everyone a 99 X Factor. That sounds like maybe the worst idea I've ever heard. With all due respect. It's another screen, and that time it doesn't work. The screens working at the beginning of the game were like too good to be true. Wait, why are they kicking? Okay, this guy's actually kind of got a boot. And he missed it. He had the distance. But he did not have the accuracy. I thought that was going to go in for a second, but It looked like it was wide to the left. It did have the distance, all right. Why is it a bad idea? Because, like, it takes the challenge out of drafting. If everyone is equal level players, then, like, where's the challenge? Hey, they actually threw it downfield. And shocker, it worked. Imagine being a bad coach. You mean Detroit, the team who's 4-1? And ahead of you in the division? Hectavius would have made that kick. Doug Eddard also would have made that kick. Even though he's like my backup kicker. He still would have made it. Greg Dulcich annihilates the defender, and it looks like Dallas's offense has like a newfound sense of urgency. As they get it all the way to the 7. They appear to be cooking. I wonder if Oregon legend Octavius Gamevius would have made that. Probably, because he's him. We're also on the top of our division. Oh, I was referring to the Monarchs because, you know, like the games and all that. Third and goal. Can Dallas take the lead here? They got it at the 4. OSU bound. Wow. Hector's going to Oklahoma State, guys. Go Pokes. 30-yard kick is good, and Dallas ties it up. So they do score, but felt like they could have scored more. What happened? Joe Burrow got sacked by like 3 guys on 3rd down. So, yeah, that happened. And now we're tied at 10. I love 3 guys sacks. I know you do. Caleb Williams rips one off his back foot. Oh, and he just throws it away. I thought he was trying to actually do something there. If I was gay, I would have less riz. Okay. I don't know what I should do with that information. How did he not catch that? They still get the stop, though. Cowboys' offensive line needs to start learning some Chinese. Ni hao. If Octi was a girl, I'd subscribe to him. You would subscribe to my YouTube? Or would you subscribe to something else? I guess Troy would too, so there's 2. Can Dallas get anything going here on 3rd and 9? Burrow's going to go downfield. Nice catch. That ball was up there, and he comes down with it. I think that's Donovan Peoples-Jones. So that'll wrap up the 3rd. We're tied at 10. A dogfight here in Dallas. If Octi had an OnlyFans, I would subscribe. I mean, I'd support his life choices. Seems like everybody would subscribe. Maybe I need to do something about this. I could get some serious dough, apparently. I want to sell my feet to, like, 20-year-old cougars. Well, you go make that bread, buddy. That might not be the way to do it, but you're getting the bread. 3rd and 4. Okay, nice play after the catch. Look at him go. Why do you want dough? I'd give you money. Even better. I love how Dallas has like forgotten how to run the ball again. Like they were kind of doing it, and now they're just not again. And right as I say that, they're going to run the ball. And now Drew Sample is hurt. I guess that's not as big of a deal, but still another injury. Thoughts on the Texans probably taking or possibly taking Will Levis? I mean, right now, if it's minus 140, it would technically be probably. I think it is a mistake. I don't think Will Levis is as bad as everybody makes him out to be, but he would be the third best quarterback on the board. As Joe Burrow is intercepted by Tyson Campbell. I'll get back to what I was saying in a second. But we finally have an interception. Campbell makes a great play. Dallas is in field goal range too, and they're not going to score. Yeah, Joe Burrow was kind of asking for it there. And why did Peoples-Jones like not go up and get it? Oh well. Nonetheless, so Will Levis to 2 would be a mistake. I think if Houston picked one of the other 2 quarterbacks, I'd be fine with it. I'd also be fine with defense or a trade back. So I think there's multiple other better scenarios than Will Levis. I don't like the argument of you can trade down or he'll be there at 12. If he's your guy, you just got to pick him. But I'm not convinced he's Houston's guy. I'm sort of more so thinking like Houston's panicking because they thought they were going to get Bryce Young, and now they're not. It could also be smoke, which I don't see any reason why Houston would lie, but they could be trying to get somebody who really likes Will Levis to move up, so it's possible. I think they're scared of Stroud refusing to play there. I mean, that's possible, obviously, with the agency, with Deshaun Watson. But I would assume if they've met with Stroud, they've probably addressed the elephant in the room, so they probably have an answer. So, if the answer is no, then they maybe won't take him. But I would assume they probably have an answer to that. If C.J. Stroud gets drafted there, I assume everybody knows what he would do. Everybody is in the Texans and Stroud. If I were Houston, I'd just trade Will. That makes no sense. Why would you draft him just to trade him? A guy with good accuracy and never had talent. I would say that's like not Will Levis. He's not the most accurate, but he does have talent. So I would say you're a big old 0 for 2. How does that remind you of Brady? Well, I guess Brady has good accuracy, and he wasn't that good in college. So I guess that kind of makes sense. But that's not Will Levis at all. Oh my lord. What great coverage. We do have a flag, though. If it's on Dallas, then the Lions are going to get the ball at the 1. And it's an illegal touching on the offense. Zay Flowers went out of bounds, and then he went back in bounds. Womp womp. Let's say I accidentally sign you up for the Army. How would one do that? If that happens, then I'll just get them to take you. Silly goose. What was that coverage? The defensive back was with the receiver the entire time until the end, and the receiver's like, boop, I'll get that ball. Pat Freiermuth makes the play. I mean, Will Levis wasn't that bad in college. In 2021, he was good. So, like... And then last year, he wasn't bad, all things considered. So you're kind of wrong, Mr. DeGames. Third and 6. Got it! Touchdown for Zay Flowers. That's his second of the ball game. And Detroit takes the lead with 2 minutes left on the clock. Yeah, the stream is kind of lagging for me, too. So, that's not good. Huh. It was, like, kind of storming earlier. Now it's not. So, I don't know what would have happened. So hopefully it is consistently good within the next few minutes, and if not, then that would be bad. All right, here's the Dallas offense. Joe Burrow's got 2 minutes to try to tie the game. Can he do it? Dallas's offense has been not great today. Imagine being sim game merchants. I say that we're 4-0 in sim and 0-1 in watched. So welcome to the club, guys. What's it like living in British? I don't think that's like grammatically correct, but okay. 3rd and 3. If they don't get it, they got to go for it. Which they do get it. Nice play. Nice catch. And he's out of bounds, which stopped the clock. Greg Dulcich again. He's having himself a pretty good game. Solid game. Dallas has plenty of time and 3 timeouts. So there's no excuse not to score. Other than having this dude fly around the edge. It's the 2nd best tight end in the 2022 class, Greg Dulcich. Who's first? Derek Deese? Deese nuts? 3rd and 8. What a dot by Burrow to Donovan Peoples-Jones, who waltzes into the end zone for a touchdown. And this game is tied up. Wow. What a play. As Jermaine Johnson's hurt, by the way. Another injury. What in the hell? Why are we seeing some person's legs? All right, 17-17. Dallas does their job on offense. Now it's time to see if Detroit can answer back and win the game in regulation. Can the rookie... And the internet appears to be working, so I don't know exactly what it would be. The Lions have all 3 timeouts, so they have a good opportunity to do something. Unless 3 Dallas defenders rush into the backfield. TJ Watt, 1.5 sacks. I think that was the number. Third and 20. They might just run the ball. Yeah. Why doesn't Dallas call a timeout? Why not? You're going to get the ball with semi... There they go, but there's like 30 seconds left. They'll get the ball back with 20 seconds. So they could do something, but I wouldn't count on it. Lawn kick. They'll get it at the 26. So we'll see maybe if they run the ball. Oh, now they're going no huddle. Why? That only took 2 seconds off the clock, too. Okay, I don't get what they're trying to do. Why would they go no huddle again? You have a timeout. If you want to run another play, just call the timeout. That's so weird, but okay. All right, we're going to overtime. Tails never fails, Detroit. Oop. Sorry, Lions. All right, it's heads, and Dallas wins the toss. If the stream doesn't start working normal in like a couple minutes, we'll start over. Or not start the game over, obviously, but start the stream over. Because, yeah, it still is being weird. Our AI coach should be sent to China. I always loved head. I bet you did. So Dallas will get the ball first. They're coming off a game-tying drive, and now they can get a game-winning drive to improve to 5-1. Wow, on the first play of overtime. Tails really does never fail. And no one sees it because the stream is goofing up. Poor connection quality. Broadcasting only mic audio. That's not good. Okay, we're going to restart. The Lions have it at the 6-yard line for those who may have missed what was happening, and we'll be back in like a minute.